We've been working on the lighting system for a little while. We've already selected the components that we need to perform the job, so now it's time to start mocking up the circuit. Tim Meyer here has been working on the circuit that will create the blinking lights for the turn signals. So the basic components that we showed you yesterday were this device here, which is a flasher. When 12 volts is passed through it, it will simply interrupt that current periodically about 2 or 3 times per second. It makes a loud clicking sound. That's the sound you hear when you turn on your blinkers in your car. These will be our blinker actuator switches. And in this case, we've just hooked it up to 2 different headlights inside a single headlight enclosure from a stock enclosure. Later on, we'll be replacing that with our high efficiency LED headlights. But for now, it makes a nice test rig so that Tim can see if he set up the circuit right. Now in this case, the flow of electricity is as follows. Power comes out of the hot side of the battery, the positive side, and it goes directly into the flasher. From the flasher, it can go in one of 2 directions. It can go towards the left blinker circuit or the right blinker circuit. We chose green and red as a nod to our nautical friends, port and starboard. So when you turn on either circuit, the flasher is part of the circuit, so one component can do the job of both. So we'll turn this on and you'll see a couple things happen. First of all, you see one of the lights blinking. You can also hear an audible clicking sound. This will alert people that the flasher's on. That's important so you don't look like a goofball going down the freeway with the blinker on. Also, you'll notice that the switch itself, we bought a switch that has a light inside of it, and that switch allows us to see a visual indication that the blinker's on. So when I turn it off, it's off and the blinking stops, and so does the clicking. Here's the other blinker. Same thing, different color, and you notice it's a different light. One thing about these lit switches is they have more than one terminal. Most switches just have 2 terminals, power in and power out. In the case of a lit switch, you gotta have a grounding terminal too. That provides power return for the light in the switch. The switch will still work without the ground, it just won't light up. We think that lighting's important for the reasons that we tested. Now most of these components we're not going to keep. This is not the car battery, that's not the car light, but it's enough for us to test it.
How much did it cost for these material just to get this going?
These switches were $2 or $3 each. I think this flasher unit was about $4. So we've got, less than $10. The wire is essentially scrap. The light bulbs and the batteries are just stuff we had lying around the shop.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for your help today.
You're welcome.
It's awesome. Have a good one.
You bet.